Something cosmic just shifted in your timeline, and now 5 different timelines tied to your name are unraveling, loudly, silently, and all at once. One person just deleted an entire paragraph they were too scared to send you, their pride choking on regret. Another is obsessively replaying old voice notes of yours, wondering how they let divine alignment slip through their fingers. A third woke up in a cold sweat last night, convinced you whispered their name in a dream. A fourth just ran into your look-alike in public and nearly fainted, thinking fate was haunting them in broad daylight. And the fifth? They're gearing up to crash into your world with a grand gesture, one that'll light up your phone, flip your timeline, and send shockwaves through your entire network. But while all this chaos churns beneath the surface, someone entirely unexpected is watching from the shadows with divine timing. They hold a key, a truth, and an invitation that will explain everything: why your glow became undeniable, why your name keeps echoing in places you've never been, and why every door they tried to close on you only made the universe louder about your arrival. The moment you stopped accepting crumbs, the universe flipped a switch inside you, and now your presence hits like voltage. It's not in your words, it's in your walk, your gaze, your silence. You've become the kind of person who shifts the atmosphere just by entering it, and people feel it in their bones before they even understand why. Strangers treat you like royalty without knowing your name, while people from your past squint like they're seeing a mirage, because the new you exposes everything they ignored, underestimated, or tried to control. They're scrambling to rewrite your history in their heads, whispering to each other in confusion, because the version of you they remember could never command this kind of gravity. But someone has been silently watching, tracking every subtle change, every glow-up, every energetic boundary you reinforced like armor. They're not just impressed, they're preparing to align with you in a way that's going to blow the lid off every lie told about you. But before we talk about that person, let me show you the secret group chat where your name is bolded, screenshotted, and obsessively analyzed like a myth suddenly proven real. Yes, the rumors are true. There's a group chat with your name in the title, and it's buzzing like a crime scene. 3 people are in it, and the energy is chaotic. One is your ex-best friend turned amateur investigator, obsessively scrolling your old posts, comparing timestamps, convinced there's some dramatic external catalyst behind your glow-up. They're desperately hoping it's a new lover or a career win, because admitting you outgrew their toxicity would shatter their ego. The second person is co-signing every theory but secretly feels guilty because they know exactly why you changed. They watched you break in private, rebuild in silence, and now they can't unsee your evolution. And the third is done talking. They're about to go rogue and contact you directly, not out of shade, but because your transformation cracked something open in them too. They're not looking for gossip, they're looking for guidance. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. You need to know what's about to happen when that message lands in your inbox, because it's not just a conversation, it's a turning point. Person number 2 is that relative who's always had a running commentary on your every move, lurking in the background with judgment disguised as concern. In the chat, they're asking the same tired questions. Why are you acting different? What's going on with you lately? But what they really mean is, why did you finally stop swallowing their unsolicited opinions and walking their tightrope of control? Then there's person number 3, the wild card. They've been quietly observing the other's frantic need to decode your transformation, and something's shifting inside them. They're beginning to see the truth. When you stepped away, you didn't just leave a void in their life. You exposed what they sacrificed by holding on to old patterns and false loyalties. And now, this person is on the verge of rewriting the entire story, flipping the script, and maybe even reaching out with an honesty none of them expected. That third person is about to send you a message that will catch you off guard, not because of what's said, but because of how deeply it stirs something inside you. Your reaction will be a mirror reflecting just how far you've come, how much you've evolved beyond anyone's expectations, including your own. But before that message lands, something else is unfolding, something subtle yet undeniable, involving your presence across 3 different places. At the local coffee shop, the barista who once barely glanced your way now greets you like a familiar friend, remembering your favorite drink and genuinely asking how you're doing. In the grocery store aisles, strangers who would normally keep their distance are going out of their way to help, smiling with a warmth that feels new. Even at work, colleagues who usually avoid eye contact are finding reasons to engage, stopping by your desk with casual questions or invitations. This isn't just confidence. It's a transformation etched into your very being, a magnetic energy reshaping how the world sees you, visible proof that the power you hold inside is now shining through every inch of your presence. Your posture speaks volumes now, taller, steadier, unshakable. Your face carries a calm confidence. Those once tense expressions have softened into something effortlessly magnetic. You hold eye contact with ease, no longer shrinking into the shadows, but owning every inch of the space around you. What's truly remarkable is that someone has been quietly watching from the sidelines, tracking every subtle shift across those three places: the coffee shop, the grocery store, the office. They've seen how you've learned to set firm boundaries without apology, how you've transformed your presence into a force that demands respect. And now, they're preparing to step into your life with intention and precision, knowing full well you're no longer a person to be approached lightly or without purpose. This isn't just an introduction, it's the beginning of something that matches your newfound power and clarity. This person isn't a stranger, but they're not exactly close either, more like a quiet presence in the background of your life. Maybe a colleague from a different team, a familiar face at the gym, or that neighbor you've exchanged only nods with. They've been watching your transformation from a distance, quietly admiring how you went from constantly apologizing to standing your ground with unshakable confidence. They noticed when you stopped justifying yourself to those who never truly listened, and more than anything, they believed in your potential long before you did. Now, after all this time waiting for you to fully step into your power, they're finally ready to reach out. But before that happens, we need to talk about why your phone's been suspiciously silent and what that silence might actually mean. Your phone's been quieter than usual, not because you've been forgotten, but because the voices that once drained your energy with endless drama, complaints, and emotional demands have finally gotten the unmistakable signal: you're no longer their go-to. But here's what you don't realize. While your screen stayed silent, your name has been echoing loudly in conversations you're not even part of. An ex is quietly admitting to friends that letting you go was their biggest regret. A former colleague is probing mutual contacts about your next big move. A family member is standing up for you fiercely when others try to tear you down. Meanwhile, 3 new people have your number, passed along by mutual friends, and they're weighing whether to reach out. One definitely will, another definitely won't, and the third is about to surprise you with an unexpected approach. And remember that person who tried to tarnish your name, who lied, stole your credit, or tried to sabotage your reputation. While you've been focused on your own rise, the universe has been quietly rewriting their story in ways that would satisfy every ounce of your desire for justice if you only knew the full picture. Their karma isn't on the horizon, it's already crashing down in every corner of their world. Their once solid professional image is cracking as colleagues start seeing through the mask they wore so carefully. Their personal relationships are unraveling because without you as the convenient scapegoat, their true colors are finally exposed. Their clumsy attempts to mimic your style and energy fall flat, revealing just how little they ever understood what made you truly powerful. The best part? You didn't lift a finger to make any of this happen. You simply stepped out of their crosshairs, and the universe took care of the rest. But here's the twist. Someone else has been watching this entire downfall play out, and what they're about to reveal to you about what they saw will change everything you thought you knew. There's someone who's quietly witnessed how you've navigated every blow, conflict, disappointment, betrayal, without losing your center. They saw you rise above the chaos when it would have been easier to tear everything down, and they admired how you held onto your integrity when others chose the path of bitterness and revenge. This person has been paying close attention, silently taking notes on your strength and grace, quietly cheering you on from the shadows. Now, they're ready to step forward and show themselves, bringing a perspective so clear and validating that it will finally put into words the feelings you've carried but couldn't fully express. This observer holds pieces of the puzzle about those who betrayed you, details you've never been privy to, whispers from behind closed doors that prove your doubts were spot on all along. They've watched the hidden dynamics, the subtle manipulations, and the true colors that others tried to mask. But before they reveal what they know, something big is about to unfold in your career. A conversation and an opportunity so significant that it will force everyone who doubted you to rethink everything they ever believed about your potential and power. Somewhere within your professional circle, there's been an unexpected ally working behind the scenes, someone who's been speaking up for you in meetings and conversations you never even knew were happening. They've been quietly championing your skills, sharing your successes, and pushing back against the false stories others have tried to spin. Soon, you'll discover who this advocate is, and the surprise won't be just that they've been supporting you, but that it's someone you never imagined would be so invested in your rise and ready to help rewrite your story. This revelation is tied to a game-changing opportunity headed your way, one that will demand a choice so bold it will leave everyone who thought they understood your dreams utterly stunned. Whether it means relocating to new horizons, joining forces with powerful collaborators, or stepping up to a level where your true worth is finally recognized, accepting this chance will shake the foundations of your current world. But before that offer lands in your hands, someone from your past will make one final desperate move to worm their way back in. Their attempt will be so obvious, so transparent, it'll make you question how you ever let their manipulation cloud your judgment. And right when you think the drama's over, one of those 5 people obsessing over your rise will break their silence in a way that perfectly proves why you had to walk away, and why your growth was never meant to be stifled by their toxicity. This person will reach out with a message that starts off sounding like an apology, but quickly unravels into a web of guilt-tripping and manipulation. They'll try to make you feel selfish for putting yourself first and twist your growth into something negative, hoping to chip away at the boundaries you fought so hard to build. But your response will catch even you off guard, short, sharp, and totally unbothered, a clear signal that you're no longer playing their games. That calm, composed reply will frustrate them so deeply they'll expose their true colors in a follow-up message, confirming everything your instincts warned you about and making you even more certain that walking away was the best decision. As that toxic person reveals exactly why you made the choice to cut them loose, someone entirely different is getting ready to enter your world, someone who embodies everything healthy communication should be. The person who's quietly observed your journey from afar is about to step up with honesty, respect, and genuine intention. Their approach will be a breath of fresh air, no games, no tests of your boundaries, just clear, authentic connection. Instead of draining your energy, they'll bring encouragement and support, enriching your life in ways you haven't experienced before. The moment they reach out, you'll feel the stark contrast between their presence and the toxicity you left behind, and it will be undeniable that this is the kind of energy you were always meant to attract. The difference will be so striking, you'll catch yourself wondering how you ever settled for the disrespect and chaos that used to feel familiar. Their arrival couldn't come at a better moment, because you've finally reached a place where you can see and value true respect, calm, and authenticity instead of being pulled into old patterns of drama. Your choice to put yourself first has ignited a powerful shift, creating an undeniable magnetic pull that draws in opportunities, experiences, and connections perfectly aligned with the higher standards you now live by. You're stepping into a season where the right people, opportunities, and paths seem to gravitate toward you without struggle or force. This isn't luck. It's the inevitable outcome of standing firm in your worth and refusing to accept anything beneath it. What's truly remarkable is that as you draw these fresh blessings into your life, you're also becoming a beacon for others, still trapped in the very circumstances you broke free from. Your journey is lighting the way, inspiring those who see your transformation and reminding them that escape, growth, and freedom are possible. There are 3 people quietly witnessing your transformation, each gathering the strength to rewrite their own stories. Your courage to walk away from what no longer served you and not just survive, but truly thrive, has become their blueprint for change. One will reach out to thank you, openly acknowledging how your example sparked a fire within them. Another will make a bold life shift, directly reflecting a choice you made, as if following the path you blazed. The third will surprise you with a heartfelt confession about how your journey inspired a decision that completely altered their life's course. Your commitment to choosing yourself isn't just personal. It's creating a ripple that's quietly reshaping lives far beyond what you could have imagined. Something curious is unfolding across your online world that perfectly mirrors the transformation you've undergone, and it's revealing who truly celebrates your rise and who preferred you when you were still weighed down. While some familiar faces have pulled back from engaging with your personal posts, your professional updates and passion projects are catching the eye of people who genuinely resonate with your vision and drive. This shift is a clear signal about who's rooting for your growth and who was quietly hoping you'd stay small. Meanwhile, there's been one person quietly and consistently supporting you from the sidelines, liking your posts, sharing your work, and leaving genuine, low-key encouragement that might have slipped under your radar. Now, they're ready to step into the light and offer their support in a way that perfectly amplifies something important you're building. Their timing couldn't be better. They know you don't need validation, but you absolutely deserve the recognition your talent and effort demand. One of the most underrated rewards of cutting toxic ties is the financial freedom that quietly follows. You're no longer draining your resources on people who never reciprocate, no more covering tabs for those who forgot their wallet, or spending on gifts for folks who barely acknowledge your wins. This shift in how you spend is freeing up real cash, money you're now able to invest in yourself, your growth, and things that genuinely elevate your life. And the best part? An opportunity is on the horizon that will multiply your financial gains, proving that every smart money choice you've made recently wasn't just wise. It was the foundation for something much bigger coming your way. Someone is about to come forward with an opportunity, a collaboration, a role, or a partnership that will dramatically boost your earning power. This offer isn't random. It's the direct result of the reputation you've cultivated by focusing on your own growth and worth. When it arrives, you'll be ready to negotiate confidently, standing firm from a place of strength rather than desperation, because you've learned exactly how much you deserve. Those who once took advantage of your undervalued efforts will be stunned to see just how high your true value is now in the marketplace. Choosing yourself has sparked a powerful surge of confidence that's rippling through every part of your life, making your growth impossible to overlook. You're finding your voice in moments where silence once ruled. You're chasing opportunities that your old fears would have shut down before they even began. You're engaging in conversations you used to dodge, knowing now that true growth demands stepping beyond comfort. This newfound confidence isn't just felt by you. It radiates outward, drawing in opportunities and connections that will elevate your entire world. Someone has been closely observing the rise of your confidence, and they're about to challenge it in a way that will reveal just how far you've come, to them and to yourself. They'll try the old tactics that once worked on you: guilt trips, fear-mongering, appeals to obligation, and emotional manipulation, all aimed at breaking down the boundaries you've worked so hard to build. But your response will shock everyone involved, including you. Instead of slipping back into old habits, you'll confront the situation with unwavering clarity and strength, making it unmistakably clear that you are no longer the person they once controlled. This moment will stand as a powerful public testament to your growth and send a loud, unmistakable warning to anyone else thinking about crossing your lines. Cutting out those who gaslit you and made you doubt your own reality has unlocked a surprising gift. Your intuition has sharpened to almost otherworldly levels. People who knew the old you, the one who constantly second-guessed every decision, are stunned by how quickly you now spot red flags. You trust your first instincts without hesitation, choosing to honor your gut over the old habit of twisting logic to fit everyone else's agenda, but your own. This newfound clarity acts like a protective shield, steering you away from past pitfalls and guiding you straight toward opportunities that truly serve your highest good. Someone new is about to come into your life and confirm what your intuition has already been telling you, something you sensed about them long before any facts surfaced. They'll reveal a truth about themselves that only your instincts could have picked up on, proving just how sharp and reliable your inner guidance has become. This moment of validation will deepen your trust in your ability to read people and situations with clarity, preparing you to handle the exciting opportunities ahead with even greater confidence. You've probably noticed that what used to knock you off balance now slides right past you, like you're wrapped in an invisible shield. Those who once manipulated your emotions are now striking out, and challenges that used to trigger anxiety now feel like mere ripples instead of waves. This isn't you becoming cold, it's you mastering the art of discerning what truly belongs to you and what's just other people's drama disguised as your problem. Soon, this strength will be tested when someone tries to pull you into a conflict that's not yours, and your calm refusal to engage will astonish everyone who remembers how easily you once got drawn into chaos. The fiercest part of your transformation is the way it's holding up a mirror to those around you, forcing them to confront their own shortcomings. Your strong boundaries are casting light on their own lack of limits, and your growing self-respect is making them question why they've tolerated less than they deserve. Some will seize this reflection as a chance to grow, inspired by your example, but others will lash out in anger, resenting the image you show, a truth they'd rather ignore. Their bitterness will reveal that they saw you more as a warning than a beacon, making it unmistakably clear who truly wishes for your success and who only wanted you to stay small. As you've shed those who no longer resonate with your values, you've naturally drawn in a new circle, one built on genuine connection rather than convenience or chance. This emerging community spans cities, industries, and stages of life, but what unites them is a deep recognition of who you've become and a true appreciation for your growth. Soon, someone from this tribe will introduce you to a person who will alter your life's course in ways you never anticipated. The meeting will unfold in the most effortless, unexpected way, yet the bond you share will be undeniable from the start. This new connection will reveal just how much you'd been settling before and open your eyes to the possibilities that come when you refuse to compromise your worth.